Hi, I'm Kris from Theme Park to Table. We're here cooking up delicious theme park recipes in my kitchen. Today we're working on our 5th recipe from the Delish Loves Disney magazine. We'll put a link down below for it. Today we're working on the sweet and spicy chicken and waffle from Sleepy Hollow in the Magic Kingdom. To get started, I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees and we're going to start by putting our spicy chicken patties into the oven. These are just store-bought chicken patties. Cook these according to package direction. Grab whatever brand you like. So let's get these in. My particular brand calls for 10 minutes. So let's get that on our timer and get that started. While that starts, we're also going to start the sauce for the sandwiches, which is going to be orange blossom honey. Just give that a little scrape. And then added to this, we're going to add some Sriracha sauce. Get it out of there. Okay. Got a little honey on my fingers. Let me give that a quick rinse. And then we're going to get this turned on to low heat. The goal on this one is just to melt the honey and make it kind of runny so we can actually drizzle this on our sandwiches. So we're going to give this a stir. Now, I've personally had these sandwiches in the park before. They're delicious. I would not deem them as an overly spicy dish. So if you really like spice, you could definitely add some more Sriracha to this sauce at this point and kind of kick it up to a level that's more comfortable for you. Or on the opposite side, if you have young kids, you could add less Sriracha or perhaps go with non-spicy chicken breasts and just regular ones, and that would also help cut down on some of the heat. So I am just going to leave this, it's all combined, and we're going to keep an eye on it as we go. And we're going to come over here and we're going to start putting together our waffles. I have pre-measured just some all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to add sugar. It's a little humid in here today. Sugar, baking powder, cardamom, and salt. I'm just going to give this a little whisk, just to kind of blend it all together. Nothing too crazy at this point. Just try to get that salt and sugar distributed throughout the flour. We're gonna move this back over to the side for now. And then we're gonna work on the wet ingredients. So we're gonna bring over our milk. We're gonna add in some melted butter. The melted butter, I melted and I let it cool. You don't want to add this in hot because it will cook your eggs on you, so make sure after you melt it, you let it cool down again. Add that in there. And we're going to add in some vanilla. And then our eggs. I'm just doing it all in one measuring cup. I'm not a real fan of dishes, so I try to make as few dishes as possible when I'm cooking. But we're just going to whisk this up together and get it all blended. We want the egg yolks to break. We want to get it all incorporated together. We want to get that butter incorporated in. I'm going to try to do it without sloshing all over the table. I think that looks pretty well combined. I'm going to, before I pour this in, I'm just going to reach behind me and give our honey Sriracha sauce a quick stir. So let's just give this a quick stir. It is definitely thinning. Just going to let that be. So that looks pretty good. Now we're just going to pour this right into our dry ingredients. And we're just going to give this a mix. gonna give this a little whisk. You wanna get all the dry incorporated into the wet. We don't really wanna have a lot of lumps in this one. Nobody wants a lumpy waffle. So let's work this all in. Probably gonna get to a point where I have to switch to the wooden spoon versus the whisk to just get the bottom scraped. I think we're quickly approaching that point. Let me just give us a quick little beat. Get it all in there. You can definitely smell the cardamom in this one. I personally love the flavor of cardamom. I don't know that I actually recognized the flavor in the waffle when I had it in the park though. It was very understated. So let's just give this, okay. Gonna get that all blended together. I think that looks pretty good. So now we're gonna move this guy right over here for now. I'm gonna give my waffle iron a quick spray with some cooking spray so this doesn't stack. I'm going to grab about a cupful. This, once again, I would go by whatever instructions you have for your waffle iron. I'm going to cook according to the directions that come on my waffle iron. The recipe doesn't necessarily tell you how long to cook these for, so I'm gonna give this a close. Let me give it a flip over. I'm gonna hope that that spreads a little bit because it seems a little thick. I'm gonna set that for about 3 minutes. Just gonna pop this back over to the side so it's out of the way. And then we're going to start by shredding some carrots for the slaw. So we're just gonna shred the carrots. Just a standard box grater, nothing fancy. The one thing I would say is watch your fingers on these. These box graters have a history of biting. I know I have grated my finger more than once on these. So we're just gonna quickly get this grated up. Probably gonna send some carrot everywhere. When I was doing the prep ahead of time and grating the cabbage and the broccoli stems, I had to wipe this table down, I'd say no short of 6 times, and actually had to clean the floor after I was done. So I'm not gonna guess that this is gonna be much neater, so let's just get that going. I can smell the waffle cooking once we finish this carrot, which is probably actually gonna be enough without the other small one. I'm gonna give our Sriracha honey a quick stir. And that's as far as I'm taking that because I like my fingers. So I'm gonna move this to the sink so I don't cut myself. I'm gonna give this one more quick stir. This is definitely nice and thin now. Here, let me show you. It's a nice thin sauce. So, oh, a piece of carrot went in. So we're just going to turn that down to melt. It'll keep it warm while we finish up the slaw and while our waffle finishes. I'm gonna grab a bowl. I'm gonna grab our grated celery, sorry, not celery, broccoli stems, our chopped red cabbage, and we've got the dressing. So we're just gonna take the carrot, and we're gonna mix it in. Let's move that out of the way before I make any bigger of a mess than I already am. And we're gonna mix in the purple cabbage, the broccoli stems. So with the broccoli stems, after I grated those, there was a lot of moisture in them, and I actually took them over the sink and I actually squeezed some of the moisture out of them because they seemed very, very wet. That was not something that was in the recipe, but I would say watch it. If you seem like you have a lot of water, I would definitely give those a good squeeze. And this is just store-bought honey mustard dressing. So we're just gonna mix this in, any brand you like. We're gonna give this a quick mix. Just gonna get everything incorporated in. Now, personally, I'm thinking this seems a little dry. So if I was to make it again, I would probably add a bit more dressing to it. But we're gonna go with what the recipe calls for now. Put that there. Put this out of the way. That was our waffle. So let's see what we got. Not quite a full waffle, but doesn't look terrible. I'm gonna grab a plate. I'm gonna grab, just gonna grab a pair of tongs, but I don't see them. Oh, there they are. They're hiding below the spoon. Grab tongs so that we don't burn ourselves on the waffle. There we go. So there's the waffle. It smells amazing. I can definitely smell the cardamom in there. It definitely smells more like a savory waffle versus like a breakfast waffle that you would think of. There's our chicken. We just grab a pot holder. Oh, they're nice and brown. Let's pull those out. I am going to grab a spatula. I'm going to grab one of the chicken patties. We'll bring that over here. I'm going to grab our sauce. And I'm going to bring that over here as well. And we're going to assemble it. So onto the waffle, we're going to put the chicken patty. And then we're going to put just a drizzle of the sauce. Actually, grab some. Just going to drizzle that on there. And then we're going to grab just a little bit of the slaw. Put it right along next to it. And when it's time to eat it, we're going to kind of give it a little fold in half. And it's going to be one heck of a bite. But there you have it. The sweet and spicy waffle from Sleepy Hollow Magic Kingdom. If you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and we hope to see you back here next time.